My name is Alex. I am a florist in Durham, North Carolina. I started my own business last summer after working for and freelancing for a lot of other people and being kind of unhappy in being kind of unhappy in the leadership I was seeing in my industry around here. So I decided, why not just try to work for myself? This is the first spring season. I am working for myself. Wedding seasons typically here in North Carolina are spring and fall. I had one fall wedding last October, which was really exciting to even get business that soon. So right now, every new client I get is a huge victory in my eyes. My first wedding of the season is this Saturday, and I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be a really small one, but I thought, I don't know if you're curious what goes into wedding florals, why. I know there's a lot of rhetoric around them being just really expensive. Flowers are expensive, labor's expensive. But this might give you a little bit of insight if you're curious. I will say I am a special case. I work out of my house. I will take small weddings. I know a lot of people who do full service weddings have minimums that are higher than the weddings I'm even taking. So take it with a grain of salt. And if you like what you see, I would love a follow, a like, a comment, any sort of engagement. I'm just trying to get my business off the ground. And also, the work I do, it's really special to me, and I don't need to get into that right now. But if you like what you see, support and follow along. This is how my day typically starts. I step into my office. I need some buckets. First and maybe only stop of the day is flowers. I'm going to the local wholesale market here. It's farmer owned, farmer operated, farmer started, farmer. We love our farmers. During the growing season here, I am going to try to make it more of a priority to be buying from my local farmers instead of the bigger national wholesalers, because local is just objectively better. Like longer flower life, fresher flowers. You know the people you're getting them from. A lot of them don't use all the crazy pesticides and chemicals that you might get in flowers that are imported. So let's go to Piedmont. Flowers secured or home. I see a package on my doorstep for something else I need this week. It's go time. When I was working full-time for other people or freelancing, those days would be really long and I would be gone for most of the week. It wasn't until I quit my full-time job last year and started freelancing that I actually realized how much time I wasn't spending at home with my family. And that's been a really nice perk of working for myself. All right, now we're cooking. This is how I set up my workstation. One folding table. Done. So today is gonna be prepping because I am getting the bulk of my flowers in tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a big processing day. Today it won't take much for these, but I am gonna get them processed, get them in their own little vases, and do some prepping, do some hard good prepping, which is like my candles, my vases, any non-flower thing that I'm gonna need this week. I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyes on it. If I need to put mechanics together, that's also what I'm gonna do. Let's get started. And the first thing I do when I get flowers in is I want to process them. I'm gonna start with these poppies. I need a lighter. My composting bucket. I also try to compost any organic waste that I can. When it comes to stems like this is one full stem of poppy I paid for, but obviously no poppy. What you can do very delicately is to not rip said poppy. We're gonna be oh so careful and take off this outer pod, whatever that part of the flower is called. And we're gonna let it unfurl naturally. But this kind of speeds the process along. It's not guaranteed that your flower, once it's cut, is gonna be able to pop this open. And you have to be so careful. These petals are so paper thin. If I puncture the petal, I can't use this. Kind of looks like a butthole. I'm forgetting to put timestamps, but it's 11:30 now. I started my day at like 7:30, picked up the flowers at 10. I'm gonna do the tulips next. With the tulips, for the time being, I'm not gonna trim the stems, but I am going to pull off any kind of flimsy leaf that might already be cracked. Fun fact about tulips, they continue to grow after they've been cut, which is why I am not cutting them right now, because they're just gonna keep growing. And I'm just gonna wait till I need to trim them for my arrangements. The white tulips. I love the sound. ASMR. If the greenery looks nice, I like to keep what I can of it. Butterfly ranunculus. This. I mean, come on. Oh my god. Boom. Last but certainly not least are just my regular schmegular ranunculus. Ranunculus, same thing. I just pick off whatever leaves I can. It's blush. If you can't tell, my palette this week is blush and white and some green. I'm getting some green tomorrow. These are such good ranunculus. Sometimes the heads are so heavy they droop, but these are sturdy. So this is Ocean Pouch. I just started using it as a floral foam replacement. This is a more eco-friendly way to have mechanics. You poke some holes, you soak it, and then it gets a lot bigger, and there's like wet organic material in here, and you can use it like foam, but it's not foam, it's better. So that I won't be doing until wedding day. These are my compotes I'm using this week. These are gonna be little Ikebana inspired pieces, which are just a few stems coming out. And then these are gonna be like a standard centerpiece. These require mechanics right now. These mechanics I'm waiting on. As I continue to grow in my own personal business, I am trying to be floral foam free, which means my mechanics include tape and chicken wire. So I'm just gonna cut out some chicken wire to put into my big compotes now. Pro tip, if you're working with chicken wire, wear some plastic lined gloves or something so you don't cut yourself. The amount of times I've cut myself with chicken wire is concerning. Voila. This is just waterproof tape. And I'm just gonna do a little X. Try not to rip off more than I need because, again, working for myself, things cost money, so I'm trying to make sure I am utilizing every last bit of my supplies. Alright, these are ready for arranging, which won't happen until later this week. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do today that's worth documenting. Tomorrow I'm going to be processing a bigger order of flowers. I'll do my candle pulling. I feel confident about kind of leaving it here. It's 1 o'clock and now I get to spend the rest of the day tending to myself, getting mentally ready for the week ahead. I'm also freelancing a few days this week, so that is going to be interesting on top of doing my own wedding. I'm just gonna make sure all my ducks are in a row today. so the rest of the week goes smooth. If you've made it this far, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.